The episode I chose of the Happiness Lab is Don't Think About the White Bear. So right now, in the next 5 seconds, don't think about a white bear. And of course, you thought about the white bear, because the more you try not to, the more it pops in your head. Trying to suppress thoughts often makes them stronger, not weaker. We believe control means pushing thoughts away and white knuckling our entire lives to push out these emotional thoughts that we don't want or that we ascertain as negative instead of positive. This episode shows that mental suppression backfires almost entirely. This affects stress, anxiety, communication, and emotional regulation. The first story we can pull from the episode is that of Daniel Wagner's study where participants were told not to think about a white bear. And every time they did, they were instructed to ring a bell. And of course, just as you and I did, people thought about the white bear constantly, which led to the bell being rung constantly. Why? The mind monitors itself for failure, which keeps the thought alive and active. Thinking that you don't want to think about the white bear, you're of course already thinking of the white bear. And providing yourself with other thoughts to think of instead of the white bear will still lead you thinking of the white bear. Trying not to think about something keeps it front and center and often leads to it bubbling right back up to the surface. The second story we can pull from this episode is that of the football players and golfers. Suppressing thoughts increases stress, anxiety, and mental fatigue. This is especially true for worries, intrusive thoughts, and emotional memories, as well as athletes and people who are in the position to perform. People trying not to feel anxious before an event often become more anxious. We can see this in the golfers and the soccer/football players. The golfers, when putting, have to make it into a very small and precise hole. So when you're trying to think of, I need to get in the hole, you're of course going to think of, I also need to stay away from the other parts of the green. Well, thinking of the other parts of the green leads to you hitting it towards the other parts of the green. Your mind is preoccupied and you're too anxious to even think about getting it back into the hole. And this is the exact same for football players. When taking a penalty kick, they need to think of exactly where to place the ball, which leads them thinking of where not to place the ball. And when thinking of where not to place the ball, you're going to look at those spots, which leads to you kicking it towards those spots. The effort to control the feeling becomes the problem itself. Control isn't suppression, it is acknowledgement. So my proposition is that we reframe instead of suppressing. We let the thoughts exist without judgment. We give the thought a name and allow it to pass, acknowledging the fact that I have a bad memory, I have a bad experience, and it's leading to me becoming anxious, and it provokes me. You need to give it a name, think about it, mull on it, and allow it to pass. Understand why you feel this way and why it affects you so much. This reduces power over time, as well as in the moment. When people allow thoughts instead of fighting them, the thought fades faster, and we saw this in the episode. The emotional intensity decreases. The strong takeaway I have is that what we resist persists. What we allow loosens its grip. For me, I've struggled with this for many, many years. I think about what I don't want to feel. I push my thoughts away. I push my emotions away, as I think that will save me. It will stop me from affecting them. Many times, just in your day-to-day, you'll think of an awkward conversation or a mistake you make, or maybe even an upcoming stressful situation. For me, it was before filming this video. I didn't want people to hear me film this video, so it led to me not even filming the video to begin with and taking it, rather late at night. While thinking about being heard, it led to me thinking about it too much, and I wasn't able to focus on the video and performing and remembering everything that I want to say. The more I tried to suppress this feeling, the louder it became. This episode helped me realize that acknowledging thoughts is often healthier than trying to erase them. Giving them a name and allowing it to pass gave me the strength to continue and now film this video instead of just letting it pass me by. We have a connection to our communication course. 1. Emotional regulation. Suppressing emotions leads to spillover in communication. The more I think about one thing, the more it may occupy my mind, and I will have some noise inside my mind that stops me from effectively communicating with anyone in any walk of life. Acknowledging these emotions allows for clearer and calmer interaction. Another one is interpersonal communication. How we talk to ourselves shapes how we communicate with others. If I tell myself I'm worthless, I'm nothing, there's nothing good about me, this is going to bleed into my conversations. I'm going to talk with less authority, and I'll be much less trustworthy. No one will want to hear what I say because I don't even believe what I say. I don't believe in what I'm feeling. This episode shows the dangers of hostile self-talk and forced control in many different ways throughout the whole episode. Suppressing thoughts often makes them stronger, as we've been through many times in the video. Awareness and letting these emotions pass over you, wash over you like a wave, is more effective than control and white knuckling them. And of course, healthy communication starts with an honest internal monologue. If we stop trying to silence our minds and start listening to them, communication, both internal and external, becomes clear. We can be more effective with our communication. We can be more efficient, and of course, we can be kinder to ourselves and to other people. Thank you.